We all know how careful the Rebbe was concerning the union of Hasogas Gevul. Side between two people, a person shouldn't take away business from somebody else. Also concerning Meisdes. And this was Sai Meisdes Chabad, that one Meiset Chabad should not be Masik Gevul, should not take away something that was Shayches to another Meiset Chabad, or Meisdes Chabad Lagab other Meisdes. That Chabad should not open a Meiset if it will be Hasogas Gevul, it will be taking away from another Meiset. So I want to mention two examples concerning Miami, which I was involved, where we saw how careful the Rebbe was with the union of Hasogas Gevul. When the idea came up of opening a yeshiva gedolah in Miami, obviously I wasn't here, I was still living in New York, learning in Kollel, but when it came up by the shluchim that were here then in Miami, and they spoke to the Rebbe about it, the Rebbe agreed, and he even said he's going to send bochrim shluchim, but he said on condition that there is no other yeshiva in Miami, no other yeshiva gedolah in Miami. And the Rebbe even added, not only there is no other yeshiva gedolah, there is nobody else who is at this moment thinking of opening a yeshiva gedolah. Others meaning not Lubavitch. That if there are others who are thinking and planning to open a yeshiva gedolah, the Rebbe didn't want to open a yeshiva gedolah. And at that time in Miami, the Yiddishkeit here in Miami was not so strong, and therefore b'pashtus there wasn't enough for two yeshivas. So if somebody else has a yeshiva gedolah, or is planning to open a yeshiva gedolah, the Rebbe said that Lubavitch shouldn't open a yeshiva gedolah. And this is a chidush because concerning learning Torah, b'negeya to nekishal b'israbon, there's a din that there is no hasagas gvul. You could open one cheder next to another cheder. Nevertheless, the Rebbe was very careful because practically speaking, since it wasn't so developed, Yiddishkeit here, but Mele, there would be not enough to support two. The Rebbe was very careful and he said very clearly that he's only maskim if there is no other yeshiva gedolah here, and there is nobody who's planning to open a yeshiva gedolah. And when they told him that there is nobody that's planning, there is nobody that's talking about it, and there isn't one, so the Rebbe asked him that he will send shluchim and we should open the yeshiva gedolah. And that's when the Rebbe opened the yeshiva gedolah and sent the shluchim. Unfortunately, right after that, other people who did not care opened another yeshiva gedolah, opened the yeshiva for bochrim afterwards. But the Rebbe's approach was that if there is another yeshiva gedolah or others who are planning, we should not open the yeshiva gedolah. And then there was another instance where I was involved, also something similar to this, and that will be on the next voice note.